Ooh, guys, just keep your kids off of social media, right? Like, there are so many issues that can present themselves by just having your kids specifically on social media. Example being, right? Privacy and safety concerns are an absolute reality. Okay, so like exposure to inappropriate content, even social media platforms can expose children to content that are completely not suitable for their ages at all, right? Such as explicit materials, violence, harmful ideologies. Like, these things are the reality whenever you're dealing with any type of, specifically TikTok, right? Or shorts, even YouTube Kids. I mean, a lot of the times they allow all types of craziness to kind of slip through the cracks here, right? Keep this in mind. I'm gonna give you a nightmare scenario, okay? Your children can inadvertently, okay, share personal information that can cause all types of havoc. Keep this in mind. This information can be used, right, by predators and cyber criminals. Okay, these things are the reality in the modern age that we're currently living in, and this is just not even it at all, right? Mental health issues, right? You have all these young kids, young girls specifically, comparing themselves to individuals that are not real. They are living legitimately through a filter, right? Self-esteem and body issues, body image issues, guys. So social media often promotes unrealistic standards of beauty and success, right? Which obviously negatively can affect impact a child's self-esteem or overall body image, guys. This is the reality of the situation we're currently in. But either way, a new bill is holding parents accountable for children on social media. Good. Absolutely, guys. Amazing. Okay. But all right, listen, just a suggestion via Discord. Let's go and check out this video immediately.
The Senate passing a bill yesterday to hold social media companies responsible for contents on their sites that could be harmful to children.
But now there's growing calls to go even further and pass laws to make sure that kids aren't being taken advantage of if they're featured in social media content that's turning a profit.
All right, Fox 5's Arthur Chin breaks down the ins and outs of how it would all work.
This happens quite often when you're raising children.
For years, millions turned to parenting influencer Ruby Frank, a Utah mother of 6, for parenting advice. Examples of larger-than-life personas in the multi-billion-dollar industry of family vlogging and parenting influencers. That was until Frank and her fellow YouTube influencer, Jody Hildebrandt, were convicted of child abuse earlier this year.
Step up, please. Thank you. Go and face that officer.
The two women pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. Frank's son was found covered in wounds. His ankles and wrists were duct taped, and he told police Hildebrandt tied him up with ropes while using cayenne pepper to dress his cuts. The once harmless image of family vlogging was thrust into the spotlight.
Guys, a lot of these family vlog channels get caught up doing this craziness. Like, this is probably the reason why whenever you do watch these channels, you do end up hearing at one time, at least, right? You start hearing like, oh, the CPS has been called on us, and we're now not going to show this specific child or something crazy. It's like, bro, don't put your kids on social media in the first place, right? Like, I mean, you can look me up. Everyone always does, apparently, right? I see on Google what people are searching for in regards to me, right? And it's just like, bro, I don't put my kids or my wife on social media. That's not happening. Not like that, at least, right? You do not know what my wife looks like. You do not know what my kids look like. My kids' names are not or anywhere near my name, right? So the beauty of that is keep your kids off of social media. It's okay to have a private life. It's completely fine. Trust me, it's fine, right? You don't need to do this. Stop it immediately.
You have your really horrible examples of Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt that have both been recently sentenced to jail as parenting influencers that got very popular. It's also, even for well-meaning parents, it's really difficult here because your kids, especially your young kids, can't meaningfully consent.
While children whose parents use them for social media content aren't given the choice of consent, lawmakers in Illinois have passed a law to make sure they're at least compensated. Specifically, the new law ensures children under 16 years old who appear on their parents' social media where the parents are compensated for content receive a portion of that revenue to go into a trust fund that the child can access when they turn 18. while New York State recently passed a law protecting.
Hey, that is strong. I like that idea. That idea is extremely strong. Hopefully you should be doing that anyway. You shouldn't just be squandering specifically your immediate wealth, let's say, right? You should be looking to do this anyway. But specifically with content creation, guys, there's a lot of money in this, right? I'm just going to be honest. There's an unnecessary amount of money. Yeah, and so when that happens, imagine when you have a kid involved and you're just spending all of the money immediately but not really saving anything for the kid's future. You're not, because now the kid sees how much money the parents are making, and do you think that kid is going to want to do anything else other than this? Bro, social media influencers and individuals that do this type of thing basically make above doctor money pretty easily throughout the year, right? And so you should be looking to put some of that away, specifically if you're utilizing your kid's image. I think that's the smartest thing you can possibly do, right? Mandatory. You should be doing it anyway. A law should not have to be enacted for you to look towards your kid's future, bro. But all right, let's get it.
Children from addictive algorithms. Andrew Zach with the Family Online Safety Institute says New York should also adopt the Illinois law.
So it's more about how kids themselves and minors are using the apps. The Illinois focus is much more on kids who are part of their parents' social media accounts. And so both absolutely need protection.
Protections for children where concerns of abuse are far from minor.
This is an
Arthur
extreme
Chien,
case, guys.
Fox 5 News.
This one right here.
The Senate passing a bill
that's definitely a super extreme case. Super extreme case. But I want to go ahead and point out a couple more things that I've noticed at least, right? There are a lot of like advertiser, let's say, scams that happen, right? Where YouTube Kids specifically will have, you're a company, okay? You go out and you want to go ahead and do some Google advertising. You may click the wrong box, and all of a sudden you're spending money, okay, for Google to basically advertise your ad. But it's really only being sent to kids. Like the amount of times I've walked in and seen like my super young son watching some random like YouTube Kids, and then like a commercial comes on, and I'm just like, bro, are they really marketing this to kids? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. The advertisers, the person who's advertising, is completely being ripped off from that, guys. Because I don't know why you're marketing couches to kids, for example. Be careful with that, right? And kids are soaking in that advertisement. They're not going to buy it. It's a waste of time. You just wasted $5,000 on your advertising campaign. Yeah, you wasted your money, bro. Be careful with that, seriously. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.